Okay, so today we are going to tie a Sculpin pattern with almost only two materials. It's a Sanka strip and some Strung Fuzzy Fiber in different colors. I wanted a fly that has kind of light material but still the volume, and yeah, so this I've tried to tie this for a while in different combinations and different head weights and stuff like that, but this is the final product. So yeah, let's tie some. The hook I'm using is a TP 605 from Ahrex, Trout Predator Light 1/0 and a Veevus 100 denier thread in black. So I just start to attach the thread. And use some super glue. So I'll start with doing the underbody, which in this case is two different colors of Strung Fuzzy Fiber. I think it's like tan and cream actually. So starting up with making a dubbing loop. Sorry, I'm actually going to start with attaching the eyes. So this is double pupil eyes in size medium. And I want the hook to go upside down, so in this case I will attach the eyes on the up on the hook. And tie it in well so it will stay in place. Super glue here as well. And now since we have the dubbing loop, I will just do a half turn here to hang this in the cradle. So starting up with the lighter color for the belly, I think it's a cream and a tan, and a fake, I don't know how many strands this could be, but probably it doesn't matter. You can use it, if you don't use, you will probably use half of this to one fly. So this is like the, I don't know, maybe 60 strands or something like that, 40. And the same with the cream one. And then I take them together and split them and put them together again, so they will mix up a little bit. And I forgot one thing actually that we're also using in the head part. This fluorescent yellow. Just take like 10-15 strands of this one, because this is really nice. Have a fluorescent effect on the fly, and also is kind of visual in UV light, even if I don't think that really doesn't matter. But it has a little nice effect to the fly. So when that's mixed up, you will have like this nice ends, so we're gonna use this. And we can actually do like this, that we cut, fold it 50-50, because then we can use the other half to another fly. Cut it. Now we will take about 2 inches, a little more maybe. 1, and then we have this one, and we cut that in half as well. So we have like 3 parts of the Strung Fuzzy Fiber. And you need a good wax. I like this Loon high-tack Swax for this. Because it's this with synthetic material that they can easily just, because it's a little bit like slippery, they can easily fall out or do as they want. So if you use a good wax for this, they will stay in place. So you put this in the dubbing loop. Spread it kind of evenly. Kind of even. Like that, and then just twist this. And then you need like I use a bodkin just to remove this, because the material easily gets turned up into each other. So I use this to just take them out like that. And now you just push the fibers in one direction, and for every turn just bring the fibers back. Something like that. I'm happy with that. So then I go back with the other thread. Cross this one so it's safe. You can just do some thread wraps just to secure this. And you can easily just bring them out to the sides like that a bit and push them down. Perfect. And this is Sonker Magnum strips. Don't really sure of the color, but it will be in the description. And I want a V-shaped end of this because it looks better, I think, and swims better. So I have a scissor with a long blade. This is a renowned FS5. Like that. And then it's depending how long you want it. I want it to go like almost 2 inches behind the hook band. That's perfect. And you bring the strip to the hook. I like to moist my fingers a little bit like this, just to put down the hair, and then when I do a turn they will stay in place and it will fold nicely together when you attach it. Perfect. Cut this. And do some heavy turns on the strip and super glue again. You want this to hold for like a lot of fish, so it's nice to secure it with some super glue. And we can just trim away a little bit of this. And I already start now with just trimming a bit of the belly here. It's easier to do that now instead of later. Don't trim it too much because you want this belly to have the shape when it's wet. Okay, so now we do a pretty large dummy loop again and go back here. And just do a half turn to secure this. And now we're gonna have a little bit darker colors. So this is a normal brown. I think, yes, this is the normal brown, or else it will stand in the description below. And here you can take pretty large amount because you want a brown head. So this is probably close to 100 strands, I don't know, but maybe you'll fail with the first ones, but then you know how much hair you will need. And then this is, I think, the camo green. You take the half of this for the brown. So like 50% brown, and then like 25%, I would say 60% brown, 30% of the green one, and then like 10% of this fluorescent yellow. And here it's nice, pretty nice to have like a comb. Then you can either just split this and put them together a couple of times, then you will have it kind of mixed up, which is nice. And then you can also use a comb just to comb it through like this. Perfect. And then just fold it in half. So now you have material for 2 flies, like we did with the belly. So we will want to start with this one, which is a little bit tapered. So we will cut that in 1/3 ish, and then the other 2 like that. Now again, the wax to keep the stuff at place. It's very nice, so they don't fall out of the dubbing loop or do as they want to, because you need to manhandle this a bit. So, and then you just start. I put in these ones and ones. So start with this one, spread it, number 2, perfect, and the last one. And just twist with the dubbing loop. Use your bodkin to bring out the material, which is stuck in each other. You want as much as material of this to use, so you don't want it to be twisted into the thread. Looks good. Same here as we did with the belly. Put the material to one side. Just do like one turn. So you want it put back. You want it to be kind of, you don't want it to be like too much air in it, so don't be afraid to use a lot of material so the head doesn't get too sparse. You want a pretty nice thick head. And try to see that you do the thread turns crossing each other like this. So when you feel kind of happy, you just cross this one to secure the last one. Perfect. And do 2 half turns like this. Super. And then you can use the bodkin just to bring out the material like this. Now, of course, you can fish it like this, but I want to trim it, and I want like a Sculpin shape, so I want a kind of flat body or underbody, the belly, like this, and then you want like some kind of Sculpin V shape like a kind of thick body with the fins side, the fins, even if it's no fins on this one. But of course you can bring in some fins in like some feathers and stuff like that if you want to, but I think this is enough like this. And then I just cut down the head a bit. I love this material, Strung Fuzzy Fiber, because it's drains no water, so it's very easy to cast, and don't get heavy. Like if you would do this is only Sonker material, you will get a very heavy fly. This you can throw with a 7 weight easily, like a 6 weight also. Well, it doesn't have to be like super perfect. I'm very satisfied with this one. Of course, you can bring it out of the vise just to see how it looks when it's free. You can trim the fibers a little bit more like this. Okay, so a Strung Fuzzy Fiber Sculpin, FuzzCulpin. Much nice.